more conceptual than the others. Last time it was just, I don't know, you felt like you could get like formulas and understand the concepts, but this time it was just a lot of fact.
Yeah.
Memorizing, it seemed like.
Yeah, there was like a couple that I just completely did not like understand, so I just used like my best common sense.
Right. Yeah, there were some of them that were really tricky.
Yeah.
So for number one, I got D.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I'm opening the quiz.
Okay.
Okay. I'm so tired today. I just woke up from a nap.
Okay, yeah. For number one, I have the all of the above.
All right,
Okay.
good. Number two, I had C.
35 years.
Yeah.
Me too.
So for number two, I know that like in the beginning of the chapter it talked about this, but I couldn't find the exact years. And so like I put A because I just assumed that 50 plus 50 is 100. So I was totally off on that one. Where did you guys find that one?
I'm looking right now which page it was on. So it was on page 235. It says, although 2% might seem small, this rate of growth implies that average income doubles every 35 years
Okay.
in the US.
I must
So
have just skipped that for some reason.
yeah, that's where I got my answer.
Okay. For
B,
number three, I got
I got C.
B.
Wait, what? I got C.
Sorry, C.
C.
10 times, but less than.
Yeah. Is that what you got
Um,
too?
yeah. I was like confused between that one and D.
Yeah. I think it was, I don't remember what it was. It was C.
The test said that was more than 10 times, right?
Yeah.
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 But didn't say anything about less than something.
For number four, I got C.
Yeah, I got C as well.
Yep.
Um, Number five, I got C.
Yeah. So I got too.
It didn't give you exactly 2.5, but Japan had the fastest growth and theirs was 2.6, so I just kind of assumed that it was C.
Yeah. It didn't, they weren't exactly 2.5, but it was, I mean, the fastest growing ones were 2.6 and 2.4 and 2.3, so
Yeah.
5.
For number six, I got 4%.
Yeah, no, I got 2%.
Yeah, 2% too.
How did you guys come up with that number?
Let's see. So real GDP per person would be the GDP divided by the population. So it's 561 divided by 2.2, and then 500 divided by 2. Then you figure out the difference of percentage between those two numbers.
Okay. I put 4 because I added them, but I didn't know it was a difference, so that makes sense.
Yeah. All
Um,
right.
7, I got D.
Yeah, that's what I got.
So,
What did you get, Andres?
it's productivity.
All right.
Okay, for egg, I got C.
Yep, me too.
Yeah. For 9, I got A.
Me
Yeah, I
too.
did as well.
10, I also got A.
For 10, I,
What did you get, Andres?
for 10,
Mm-hmm.
I got A.
Did you
I
get
got
that,
D.
Landon?
I got D.
Mm.
For number 10,
Yeah, for number 10. Because when it said in the book it has a constant returns to scale, um, if every input, such as physical capital, human capital, and that stuff, it all doubles and the output doubles. But since the productivity is measured by basically by how much output per worker there is, since you doubled the output but you also doubled the workers, output per worker wouldn't increase, so therefore neither would productivity. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Um, yeah, I was torn between that one and A, and I went with A just because I thought like that made more sense, just
Yeah,
because.
I was stuck between those two as well. But then, well, let's see what page it was on. Page 243.
Okay.
The doubling of all inputs would be represented in this equation by x equals 2. See, the right side shows the inputs doubling and the left side shows output doubling. So if you're doubling your output, but you're also doubling your number of workers,
Mm-hmm.
then productivity and output per worker wouldn't change.
Oh yeah, that is
oh
true
yeah,
because like it's like the same thing, but
Right. It's like saying 2 divided by 4 is the same as 1 divided by 2. It's the same number.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that totally makes sense. Like it's the same thing just because you
Yeah,
have like more.
more of it.
Yeah, so it'd be like one country having like $50 and then one having 100, but then they double theirs to 200 and then they double theirs to 100. Like it doesn't change because it's the same
Yeah.
thing. That makes sense. Thank you. Um, for 11, I put A.
I put D.
I put the,
Yeah, I was confused on that one too because I remember reading that like um having like more natural resources doesn't necessarily mean that like an economy would do better. So like
Yeah.
Japan, for example, doesn't have a lot of natural resources, but yet they like import goods and then they export it. But yeah, so I was confused about A and D too, and I just went with A.
Yeah, I think because each situation is different, we're just kind of assuming that since they have more natural resources, that they're using it as well. Is
Yeah.
how I looked at it, so that's why I went with D.
Yeah.
See, for 12, I put B.
Yeah, that's what I got.
For 12. Okay, yeah.
B. Okay, 13, I got C.
I got D.
D.
I got
I
A.
got 13.
What did you get, Lauren?
I got A.
A.
A. And you got D, Andres?
No, A.
You're A as well? Okay, I'm gonna look at it again.
Okay.
Okay, how did you guys calculate it?
Okay. So Workland has a population of 10,000. 7,000 of the workers work 8 hours a day, and they produce a total of 224,000 final goods. And then Laborland has a population of 5,000, and 3,000 people work, and they produce a total of 105,000. And I mean, technically, Laborland only has 2,000 workers that are employed, and Workland has 3,000 workers that are employed. But so Waverland has a higher productivity, but like I feel like Workland would produce more since their final goods are higher than Laborland.
Okay, the way I did it was, so I calculated that it's 7,000 times 8, so that would give me the total hours that they worked per day. And then
Yeah.
I divided that number into 224,000, so that gave me how many goods they produced per hour. Then I did the same thing with Laborland, so I did 3,000 times 7. Then I divided that number into 105,000, which gave me that Workland had a lower productivity because they produced less per hour per worker.
Okay.
I did the exercise with the same formula.
You did? Okay, let me do it again, make sure.
I want to see.
So when I calculate it out, I get that Laborland's productivity is 5, and that Workland has a productivity of 4. So Workland has a lower productivity but a higher real GDP person.
Okay, that's understandable. Do you want to calculate it real quick, Andres?
Yeah, later.
What? Andres, are you working on it?
Yep. Okay, I get again productivity. Let me check the GPD, the GDP.
Okay. Did you guys have a good Halloween?
Yeah, we watched this good scary movie. Have you ever heard of VidAngel?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, it's like this editing um, thing so you can watch shows, but it edits out the bad stuff.
Oh,
And
that's really cool.
we've used it before, but the movie we watched yesterday was so bad that it, like, everything was blocked out of it, so it's kind of annoying.
What is the website called?
VidAngel.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I had doing round exercise before.
Really?
Yeah.
okay, so C.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. What did you guys get for 14?
14. I got C, but I'm not sure.
I got C.
Yeah. Um, 15, I got B.
At B.
I
On
got
physical
D.
capital per worker will decrease.
What did you get, Landon?
I got D.
And on this, you got B.
What
I
did you
don't
get,
remember.
Lauren?
I got B.
E.
Mm-hmm.
So I chose D because if the best educated and most skilled persons leave a country, that's education and skill is human capital. So I put that human capital would decrease, but physical capital per worker would increase because it's talking about in the short term. So they still have the same amount of physical capital, they have less workers, so therefore the physical capital per worker would increase. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, I was just kind of confused because like I was gonna go with D2, but then I realized that it said and most skilled person. So I was assuming that that was like physical capital since it's not just education, it's skills.
Yeah, I think skills and education would both fall under human capital.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so when they are referring to the physical capital, they are talking about tools like that.
Yeah, they're talking about like equipment, like plant equipment and buildings, those kind of things. Things that they use to produce whatever they're using or whatever they're creating. So physical
Oh
capital
yeah.
wouldn't have changed unless they sold their equipment or their buildings or their products. So just by people leaving, that would be a decrease in their human capital. But physical capital per worker would increase because now there's less workers with the same amount of physical capital.
Okay. Yeah. So I think that is D.
Yeah.
What'd you guys get for 16?
E.
D.
Yeah. Wait, B or D?
D.
D. 10% of countries.
Okay. For 17, I got A.
17.
Got B.
B.
B. This one was confusing to me. I don't really know.
Okay.
Because in the book it talked about how the growth, because it's talking about the growth of GDP, and the growth would be like the percentage that it's growing. It's not the actual number of GDP, it's how much it's growing. And
Mm-hmm.
so GDP per person would be higher in the beginning as it moves towards the long run, because as we learned, the catch-up effect means that in the beginning, growth happens a lot quicker. Based off of page 246, the beginning growth happens a lot quicker than it does towards the end. So it would be the highest per person as it moves towards the long run, but not in the long run. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Because I was looking at it before as just GDP, which GDP would still be growing, but it's talking about the growth of GDP
Hmm.
would be higher in the short run.
Okay.
Okay.
What did you guys get for number
For
8?
8, I got B.
Yeah, I got B.
Me too.
Okay.
19, I got.
19, I got D.
Yep, I got D as well.
Okay. And then number 20, I got A.
Yeah, I got A.
Okay.
Okay. Yay, that was a tough chapter.
Was.
It was pretty confusing.
Yeah, some of those questions were tricky. They tried to add those extra words in there and catch us with small little definitions.
Yeah, and like the thing about econ, like I love it and I like to learn about it and like I understand the broadness of it, but it's just like the little details that get me like hung up. And then when I take the test, like, I do bad because I don't remember like the small details. And if you trick
Yeah,
me,
that's what they test you on. They get you on those really small details.
yeah, and if you like trick me like even in the slightest, then it just confuses me. So like I don't know.
Yeah, I had to read like each question 3 times to really get what they were asking.
Yeah.
But
But I guess studying just is the only thing you can do.
yeah.
Well,
All
thanks
right.
guys for being so lenient with changing the date to today.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, well, same time on Monday.
Yep, that works for me.
Andres? Andres, does next Monday work for you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
now we can hear you.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
See you on Monday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.